Jai Hind, everyone. Our topic for today is file handling in Python. Earlier to this, we have already done functions. Functions has helped us in working in small modules. We have seen how functions are very much effective while we work in small bits and pieces of code or snippets of a program. And then we have given the function call to execute certain processes. Now this part deals with the data. When we execute a program, we give data. As a user, we provide data to the program, and the program's job is to process the data and give an output to us. Now, the thing is, if the data are not being saved, how to retrieve the data? It happens when we are giving a data to a program will process it, and then when we see the output, if you close the application, those data are not available with us. Here comes the solution. File handling in Python will do the same job. It will help us in saving our data. Now, before getting into the entire process of how files are working or what are the processes we have in files and the different types of files, we'll get into the learning objectives. Now, the first file handling in Python is file operations, then file paths and the directories, file reading techniques, file writing and appending. So these are our learning objectives. That means when we work on files, these are the basic processes or these are the ultimate target which we are going to achieve. That means once we complete the chapter, we'll be able to complete all this part. We will be able to see that how data reaches to a certain hard disk or a certain memory, or how data are read, data are written, data are retrieved, and the path by which it happens. So these are the learning objectives when we start with file handling. Now, what will be your success criteria? We can achieve accurate file operations, efficient file handling system, error-free executions, proper use of context managers, correct data management. So these are our success criteria after learning this particular in Python. Now, if we come to the entire content of this chapter, files are basically of two types. One is text file and binary files. Text files are those which deals with characters, and binary files are those which deals with numbers or evaluations or calculations. Now, there are two major differences between text files and binary files. In context to files, when we consider, let us consider a file which is having a statement where we have given a statement to a program and the program is going to save the data into the hard disk. This comes under a text file. But if we have given any sort of evaluation process and we are going to save the data after the evaluation process is done, so that comes under what? Binary files. I hope it is understood to all. Yes, if it is clear, then we'll be moving on to the characteristics of text files. Now, if you look into the broader prospects of text files, what are they going to deal with? It deals with the data that are stored as a sequence of characters. Now, like in this particular on screen, what you can see is a set of characters. So this entire thing, when I save it, and let us consider I'm giving this entire thing as a input to a program. So the entire process gets saved in the hard disk in the similar fashion. So that is what is called a sequence of characters. The second characteristics is character conversion takes place here. Then the third one is human readable form. If you consider this entire text, what you can see on the screen is an entirely human readable form. And if I save this data on the screen, it will remain as it is. So that is what is called human readable form. Then again, it can be created using a text editor. You can consider any text editor. You can consider it as a notepad. So you can open in that particular application as well. So these are the properties or characteristics of a text file. Now, if you come to the characteristics of a binary file, data are stored in the form of zeros and ones. So this is a very important aspect of binary files. Data are stored in the terms of what? Zeros and ones. Here, no character conversion takes place. This is again a very important part. There is no character conversion. Whatever it is, it does the conversion in terms of binary. So when you see the output or when you see the files content, it will be a entirely encoded form. So it will not be a human readable form. So that is why it is mentioned. The next top key feature is mentioned. It is a machine readable format only. Next, it can be created only using modules. So there are modules like import pickle. We will be using this pickle module, which will help us to work on with binary files. Under this pickle module, we have got load function, which will help us to retrieve the data, and dump function, which will help us to send the data from the program to the hard disk. Now here we can see it can be created using modules. Python provides special modules for encoding and decoding data of binary files. So these are the preliminary things which we are going to come across while we are starting with file. Now, in details, we'll be starting with when we start with the programs. Thank you, everyone.